is the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
And, oh, here we go with Green. Nobody down. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Clippers on defense. They lead by 4. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's foul number 2 for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And that one's good. And it's 13 points for Paul George.
And the Warriors also inking Thompson to that 4-year, $70 million extension. A big show of faith on their part, and it's looking like money well spent.
And the wide-open shot from Green. Green missing again. Clippers leading by 4. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Paul passes to Moreland. And George now top of the key. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
And now Klay Thompson with deeper pockets, but never one to splurge. His father taught him well. I mean, his rookie year, he drove the family hand-me-down. He bought his next car used, so his focus is clearly on the game, not the glitz and glam.
Nice work there coming off the screen. Thompson's got 20 points.
Big-time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Iguodala with the steal, and it's the Warriors on the break. Tries it from 9. It's rebounded by Moreland. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Well, I've always thought that it was good to maybe miss a breakfast or 2, but that's another story. Anyhow, you can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Everyone understands the importance of Paul George to the ball club. That's why taking his offensive game to the next level would be so beneficial.
Yeah, he has all the physical tools, the instincts, and obviously he has made those strides. But if he wants to become a top 5 guy, he's still got a little bit of work to do in terms of his game.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
For my man PG, Paul George, so much focus has been on extending his range, but ever since he started launching over 5 3-pointers a game, he shot under 43% from the field. Maybe time for him to balance out that shot selection.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop biting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them free points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
Thanks again, Doris.
And guys, talking about Paul George, the continued improvement of his ball handling is key to generating more offense. That was a weakness of his coming out of college. He's worked on it, but making it a strength the way LeBron has would go a long way toward getting him to that next level.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Biyombo checks in for Sanders, and Wilcox is subbed in for Booker. Paul against Iguodala. Shot clock at 5. Paul dishes to Biyombo, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green. You know, you work hard all season, Greg, to try and get into the playoffs and get a favorable first-round matchup. How about the Clippers last year? Followed those steps They're rewarded with the first-round matchup against the defending champions of the league, the San Antonio Spurs.
And not only were the Spurs the defending champions, but they came in playing terrific basketball down the stretch, which is kind of what they are noted for. And the Clippers, though, did well, even though that was the case. No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Paul kicks to Wilcox. They set the pick. Back to Paul. Launches a three. And the Clippers miss again.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Livingston passes to Green. And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism part. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And we're talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up in Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about it. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words. He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Sanders sets the screen for George. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Bogut. Now the Warriors moving it up. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Biombo's checked in. Outside, George. Outside, Anthony. Three-pointer. That ball, nice speed that time from George. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
And George, here we go. Sanders dishes to Biyombo. Anthony on the wing. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be. Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
And the Warriors making a change here. Thompson's checked in. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And that one miss shouldn't be too costly because he was able to make it a 2-possession game.
There's Green with the 3 and another 3 for Golden State.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Clippers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Outside, George. Anthony kicks to Paul. Iguodala with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And it's sent back by George. Iguodala no good. The Clippers in the lead. On the wing, George. Guarded by Curry. George passes to Sanders. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I tell you what, you gotta love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
The drive by Paul. Great D that time from Green.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Anthony on the wing. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Melo having a terrific game. 31 points, and the additional offense he's provided from the line, big impact.
Clark, a major impact for sure. A good chunk of their scoring has come because of that aggression and ability to get to the line.
The first free throw is good.
He's been to the line here more than in the first. I thought he was a bit tentative in that first, but I like the aggressiveness he's showing here now.
Festus Ezeli, he's trapped in for Golden State. Both free throws good from Anthony.
No problem for him there. You just know what the result's going to be when he steps to the line in a tight game like this.
Now here's Curry. Thompson outside. Shoots off the step back. Shot no good. Good work defensively by Paul. Pass to Carmelo. Curry against Paul. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Iguodala with the steal. Oh, and here comes Iguodala all alone. That drops. And that's now 10 points for Steph Curry.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Paul dishes to George. Pass to Anthony. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Anthony's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're losing by 3. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Curry against George. They set the screen. Thompson misses. Clippers leading by 3. Anthony with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Anthony against Iguodala. Paul kicks to center. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Anthony gets double teamed. Here's Biyombo. Offensive rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the beat.
It's tipped. Ezeli. 27 seconds left to play in the final quarter. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so too. Paul kicks to Anthony. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Timeout called the Warriors. They're losing by 3. 8 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
And, you know, if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 would be the way I would lean, Greg, but the foul has to come immediately after that.
And now we've got the intentional foul. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. What a show they put on here home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. You were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw good.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Guys, Paul George standing by with me here. And Paul, first, congratulations on the win. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Continue to play together, and we can just stick to that. Keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Paul, thank you so much. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game. Carmelo Anthony. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
Well, everyone wanted to come play hard tonight, but I thought the job he did was remarkable. The defending champs do not go down easily. It was an impressive performance to beat them tonight. I must say I'm very impressed. But he kept at it, both ends of the floor, shouldering the scoring load. He was on his game.
Just an unreal performance for him.